Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB preview show for today, the 1st of July. Obviously, we had a fairly crap night last night. We are down to 60-something points in profit on the year. Quickfire Friday today. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to get through, and I'm going to go straight in. Kansas City against Philly. We've got a hitter's ballpark. The wind is forecast to be blowing out. These two teams do not score a lot of runs usually. However, both pitchers have got fly ball tendencies today. The Royals are good at getting runners on base. They are not good at then getting the hit necessarily, the big hit to score the runs. Philly have been scoring runs on their road trip. I think we could see runs here. The line set at over under 8.5. We'll play the over 8.5 for 5 units. Detroit and Tampa Bay. Michael Fulmer goes for Detroit today. He's been outstanding. He's allowed 1 earned run 3 times in his last 7 starts, 0 on the other 4 occasions. Smiley has struggled for the Rays, as have the Rays themselves for an extended period. I'm going to take Detroit on a run line for 8 points at 2.45. The price is on Bet365, which I think is a bit of a gift, to be honest. The Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. We've got the outstanding Julio Teheran pitching for Atlanta tonight. He doesn't allow runs against pretty much anyone. He will face off against the struggling Justin Nicolino, who's back in the rotation for the Fish. However, Atlanta don't hit anyone, especially left-handers. Nicolino is a left-hander. This looks like a low-scoring game to me today as well. The over-under is set 7.5. I will play under 7.5 runs for 4 units. Houston and the Chicago White Sox will get it on in Houston today. The Astros bats are consistent. The White Sox bats are not. Mike Fiers has been solid for Houston in his last 5 starts. He will face Miguel Gonzalez of the White Sox, who's either been very good or very bad. If Gonzalez that shut down the Red Sox turns up, this bet will be in trouble. This park suits the hitters. Houston know how to play this ballpark. I will take Houston on a run line for 4 units in this game as well. San Francisco and Arizona. Shelby Miller's up for Arizona. He's got a decent record against the San Francisco Giants in his career, but I'm going to take Johnny Cueto of the San Francisco Giants today, even off of his bad start against Philly last time. I don't think he throws 2 stinkers in a row. Miller has been really bad at Chase Field this year since the trade from Atlanta in the off-season, and although it's a shade of odds on, which I don't like doing on run lines, I will play the Giants minus 1.5 for 5 units today. And the final game that I want to look at today is the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. It's the premier matchup of the day. It obviously was the National League Championship Series last year. We've got the scuffling Mets offense against Jason Hamill, who hasn't been as effective in recent starts as he was at the start of the year. He's never beaten the Mets in his career. On the flip side of that, Jacob deGrom goes for the Mets. He's been outstanding but hasn't won in forever because of a lack of run support from this Mets lineup. He's never beaten the Cubs either. Whichever way you look at it though, this looks a low-scoring game. I'd be a lot happier if this line was 7.5. The over-under is at 7. I will still play the under odds against for 4 units in the New York Mets-Chicago Cubs game. That is all I have for you today. Best of luck if you are having a play on those plays today, and I will be back tomorrow. Play ball.